Hello and welcome. This is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Today we're going to take a look at this proposed patio design. So you can see here sort of that we have some images of an existing patio, and the client would like to put in a trellis with some draping material above it. So we just want to take a look at what we can do with this application. So let's just go into the model here real quick, and you can see that I've modeled out the house here and also the trellis here with the drapes. These drapes will be able to be pulled, or these shades will be able to be pulled across the top here, and from there you can obviously shade the patio, but that will create a little bit of an issue with regards to how to mount a heater there. So first of all, let's just go into the dimensions so we can see what kind of space we're working with. I have about 29 feet this way, and from I put it from the structure edge here roughly about 12 feet. You can see there's some extra room in here, but we're not going to try to heat that up. We have this this window over here that protrudes into the patio, so we're going to treat it all as this 12 foot. On this side we have two different height levels, and so here we got it's 9 feet high to the top of this beam, and then on this side here we have 10'2" to the top of this beam here. I'm using that measurement because we are looking at mounting the heater up here on the bottom of these beams coming across here. So let's go ahead and place some heaters up there. You can obviously see an idea of having one over here, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But so what I've selected here is some Infratech. These are 4,000 watt units. You could either put the W series or the the W series or the Slimline series. I'm just showing the W series here, 4,000 watts. And this side here, you could also use the 4,000 watt, but you may choose the 3,000 watt. At this mounting height, 9 feet, well, let's go in here and just go ahead and see what the height of the heater is. So that's the heater height is going to end up at 7 feet 4 inches if all my dimensions are correct, and some of these dimensions are estimated, so we'll have to make a few little adjustments on that. But and on this side here you'll see 8'6" off the ground as far as the height of the heater. So the interesting thing here is with these drapes, so when you pull them, my model doesn't show that this will be flat up here. However, I have to count on the fact that any type of drape material, we need to maintain a clearance from top of the heater here to 6 inches to whatever that height is going to be. So this bracket here may not be this long, and this is, I'm just using a chain right here, or a cable rather. You can also use a strap, whatever it is. These heaters are not very heavy. I believe the 4,000 is about 18 pounds, so 2 straps will hold this heater fine. But in any case, we need to maintain this clearance, and that's what I'm depicting here in this this model. Same with this side here. I have a strap holding it, and then 6 inches of clearance to wherever that drape material will come down. And I have these drapes will probably be on some type of cabling system from the home to the outside edge here, and so I have them draping from this edge like that. So we can look at the distances I have apart, but it'll really be dictated upon the true dimension of the construction when it's done. So, but here I have roughly 7.5 feet, and on this side here 7.5 feet again from this one to this beam underneath here. See if there's anything else I need to talk about with regards to dimension. Let's turn those off here. So I believe that's it. Oh, I do have these centered about 5 feet, 5.5 feet centered from the outside edge here. Okay, so let's go ahead and just turn on the footprint of heat here. Let's see what we got here. There's that one. Let's just turn that one back off. So with this layout and the height, you can see my spread over here is not complete. So is it possible to orientate this particular heater here so that it's at an angle, and then this one at a slight angle as well, inwards, so you get a better footprint? Yes, that's possible. You have to get a little creative on the bracket here, but you can do that. And you can see here I have some crossover here, quite a bit of crossover here. So that's going to be a very hot spot when you have two heaters on at the same time. Now the only reason I did this is because the client was asking to heat up this area separately from this area, because there might be different occasions where just these two are on and then these two might be on as well. But I couldn't get the whole entire area with just 3 heaters, so I had to look at possibly using 4. And with the location of these beams and the fact that we have these pulling drapes out, I have to do what I can. I mean, I could move this heater here to the edge, but this would be the edge of the seating area is over here, and if I place the heater over here, I'm not really utilizing this heater properly. But I could in fact move these two over if that's what the client would like to do. So and then of course over here we have the same issue. The spread is dictated upon the placement of these beams here, so I'm not getting the full spread I'm looking for normally. I believe the client was asking too about placing the heaters over here on the edge somewhere on this fascia, or possibly up above here, but we're never going to get the throw from this to over here and have a satisfied application. So I'm not looking at that as being a viable option here. So, but that's what we have for the covered area. Let's just go over here to this bar area here, and what I've had done here is I've taken one of our underground vault box and placed it inside of the actual bar area, and you can see that it's would have to be anchored inside. This is the vault box below the countertop area, and what they would have to do is, this post is a specific height, so they would have to cut this post to meet the proper depth. Sorry about all the movement here. I'm going to try to get you inside here so you can see, but you can see the post here. So you'd have to get the proper depth into here so that it wouldn't be too high, obviously, and then this vault box would house the heater properly and support it properly within that countertop. You can see it just kind of rests here at the bottom of the vault box. There's a little tab down here, and that's what supports the post from going down further. And then you just run your gas line inside there. So let me just turn this array off so you don't see that. Now you can also, this lid that's on the deck mount could be reversed, and then you can lay the same countertop material so that it would mimic the countertop. This area over here would be stainless steel and would be flush with the top of the countertop itself. And then there's if you choose to take this out, which you probably would at different times, I mean the heater is not the focal point of your patio, but sometimes you like to use it. So you could just pop this heater right out. There's a quick connect gas line in here, and you can easily remove it. So let's just go back to the array though, just in case. You know, you can see here we'd have seating around this outside edge, and then possibly prepping inside here. A barbecue, I believe, is over here, and then a little bit of maybe carryover from this space if you had a party that would allow people to congregate over here. And but we definitely cannot hit the entire patio or this entire bar with this one heater. The best throw we can get from the center of the post to the outside edge here is 7 feet, which, you know, makes roughly a 15-foot diameter. So that's what we can do with that. Okay. So those are my thoughts in reference to this design. If you have any questions, or if you have a patio design that you would like some help with, feel free to give us a call. I'm Steve from patioheat.com and Tropic Heating. Thank you and have a great day.